Congratulations. It means you have made the decision in order to launch your World Ventures business. My name is Efrosyni Adamides. I get the pleasure of taking you through your first few steps now that you've gotten started. So the way that I like to describe the fast start is almost as if by purchasing your World Ventures business or representative, it's like you bought yourself a very fast Ferrari. Now, of course, if you bought yourself a very fast Ferrari and it can drive you to anywhere you want to go, the first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to learn how to drive. And even though sometimes you might know how to drive, if you get into a car and you don't have a specific destination, then of course it's going to be more difficult for you to get to your destination. And last but not least, of course, you're going to put fuel in the car. Because as good as a car that Ferrari actually is, and as fast as it can go, it can't run on fumes. It's going to need fuel. So I'm going to take you through on how you can basically put fuel in your car, put the right destination, and more importantly, by having the right destination, then you've got the GPS, which is going to guide you step by step on how to get there. So now that you've gotten started with your World Ventures business, you see that you can go to worldventures.biz/getting started, and you can download this PDF document that you can see on your screen. And guys, this is almost like your GPS. It literally tells you the 4 major skills that you need to master in your business to get maximum results. Now, because you're brand new, I'm going to talk to you as if I'm sitting down one-on-one with you right now to help you to go through these steps. And the first thing that I would say to you is, let's figure out what your destination is. What would you like to achieve from your World Ventures business? Because if you don't have a goal, how are you going to know what to aim for? And more importantly, without having a destination, what are you going to put on your GPS? So here's a couple of simple questions. Let's say, for example, we were doing a reunion 1 to 2 years from now, and we were able to look back at the last 1 or 2 years, and you were able to celebrate something significant that you have achieved through your World Ventures business. What would you like to be celebrating in the next 12 to 24 months to make you feel like this was the best decision? Now, while you take a few minutes in order to do that, you can literally pause this video and go through that. But I'm going to ask you a couple of questions to enable you to create that vision. So for one thing, sometimes people say, look, if I can get to the point where I can make some money, great, of course. But specifically, how much money would you like to create in the next 12 to 24 months to make you feel like this was the best decision? Is it $1,000 per month? $2,000 a month? More than that? Let's take it a step further. If you're able to achieve that income on a monthly basis, more importantly, what would it enable you to do? For example, maybe pay off your car payment through your part-time business. What if you could pay your mortgage through it? What if this just enabled you to take an extra 1 or 2 or 3 holidays a year with your loved ones and build some amazing memories? What is your action motivator? What is the one thing that if you were able to achieve, and just thinking about that, when you get home from work and you don't feel like picking up the phone and working on your business, just the idea, just thinking about that vision is enough to push you into action. Could you help somebody that you love? Maybe a spouse to work a few less hours. Maybe being there to see your kids grow up and work a few less hours in your job because you're supplementing your income. Remember, you need to give it a destination. So that's the first thing, okay? Secondly, there are 4 skills you need to master in order to create duplication in your business and to grow your business. These are also mentioned on the screen, as you can see. It's called the IC model because it stands for invite, share, enroll, and educate. Now, the piece of paper that you should have downloaded from the link that you see on your screen is 2 pages. On the one page, it has the 4 skills, which we'll cover in a minute. And on the back page, you can literally write down your list of names, which we're going to go through in a second, plus your website logins and so on. The power in our company, guys, is the system that our company has created. It is such a foolproof system that literally, if you follow it step by step, you can have massive results. So the first skill we're going to master is called the invitation. Now, when I'm sitting down with someone brand new, one thing that I say to them is that even though there's 4 skills you need to master, at the beginning, there's 1 skill you need to master, and that is inviting. You do the inviting, I do the rest. More people you invite, more presentations we do, the bigger the story that I can help you create. So when we're looking at inviting, now there's several videos that you can go watch, which I will show you how you can get those videos in a minute. And you can go watch these videos over and over and over again until you mastered the invitation. But the one thing that I would say about the invitation is that the less you say, the more money you make. Your most important goal is to get your friends to see these with an open mind. The more information you give away, the less openness their mind can become, because as humans, we like to put things in categories. So the several invites, 1, you can call them, 2, you can text them, whatever you do normally, do that, okay? Personally, my favorite way of inviting people, especially at the beginning, is what you see on the screen, which is, hey, you home? I'm coming over. Or, are you around tonight? If, let's say, you're not somewhere where you can drive to them or see them face to face, then I would invite them to jump on a messenger call or a Zoom call. Anything that you can help them to get in front of the information. Now, I'm going to say something here, and I want you to remember this. Unless you can show them everything, don't tell them anything. So a lot of people sometimes go, let me explain a little bit something to you now and then send you the video. I don't do that, guys. It's 2 steps to the invitation. Number 1, clear the date and the time. Number 2, confirm the details if they're available. If they're not available, then no problem, or find another time they're available. We always play to win. If we can't win, we don't play. So if I'm inviting someone, I'll be like, hey, are you free later on tonight? If the answer is yes, great. Let's jump on a Zoom, or let's meet face to face for a coffee. I have some exciting news I want to share with you. Or I'm working on a big project and I'd love for you to see it. Literally, when you watch these videos, guys, you will figure out the best invite for you. And the more natural it is, the more powerful the invite will be. So the second step is sharing. Now, this is where you're able to leverage the tools, either the video or the Zoom presentations, or meet them for a coffee, in order to share with them the opportunity and our travel club. Now, there's a video called 3-Step Setup, which shares essentially what you should be saying before the presentation. Once again, I'm going to show you where you can get all these videos at the end of this video, and the more you watch them, the more powerful it's going to be. Enrolling is showing people how to get started, which is simple questions. But once again, guys, if you have someone that you can be working with at the beginning that has a bit more experience, I always recommend be the one that sets the invitation, work with somebody else to do the rest, pick up and learn as much as you can until you're able to help your team. Now, so we've set a destination, and the GPS is essentially what I'm sharing with you right now. And before we sit there and we talk a little bit about the list, here's what I want to highlight to you. The most important thing is your fuel. If you run out of fuel, you can't get to your destination. And our fuel in our company is the training system that's been put together by our company, where literally every single quarter of the year, we have a 2-day event that you can plug into that is designed to accelerate your results. Now, I'm going to share with you my story very quickly. My results are not typical, but they are possible. When I first got started, I've been involved in our company for 11 years, got started in April 2009. I was blessed because my mentor pushed me to go to my first training within the first week of joining the business. This is where I got the belief of the business. I saw the stories, I realized how powerful this was. And because my belief was through the roof, this is why literally I was able to go with my brother, start sharing the business, start growing the team. And within 11 months, build an organization that was almost in 6,000 customers and reps in the UK and Cyprus, and enabled me to get to the point where I was replacing my full-time income, building this business part-time, and hence I left my job. Now, again, my results are not typical, guys, but I do believe the main reason they were possible is purely because I plugged into the training from the word get-go. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend to you that if you're going to build the business and you have some goals that you want to push for, do yourself a favor and make sure you get booked for the next training. Because essentially, the formula my mentor gave to me, and 11 years later, I still follow to the day. He says, it doesn't matter how many people you have in your team. It matters how many leaders you have in your team, and leaders are born in seminars. The more people you take to the trainings, he said, the more leaders you're going to have. So this is the fuel, okay? And guys, this is a very simple process. The more you repeat it, okay, the more you learn it. Repetition is the mother of all skill. And here's, before we wrap things up, because you're brand new, if anything, your first story is going to be the most powerful, because you're going to have this story for the rest of your life. This is what my mentor said to me. You have one first week, one first month, one first year. Make it a powerful story because it's going to be with you. So I literally just got a bunch of people and I shared this opportunity with them very, very quickly. And I got my first 9 sales within 24 hours of full action. And how did I do that? By leveraging the system that I just shared with you. So my invitation to you is, we have what we call BAM FAM, which is book a meeting from a meeting. And now that you're brand new and you just got started, watch the videos on the invitation. I'm going to help you to make your list in a minute, and literally look at your calendar for the next 7 days and focus on how many people you're going to show over the next 7 days. Here's what I learned in my experience. The average person that shows their closest 20 to 30 contacts gets minimum their 4, their 6, some of them even their 10 first sales. Now we find in our company, 6 is the magic number, because depending on which product you purchased and representative, 6 can get you into profit. So it's your first success story. And one thing that I've learned from my mentor is that the quicker you get your 6, the more leverage your story will have. So ask yourself, do you want to show your closest 20 to 30 people in your first 30 days, or in your first week, or in your first 72 hours? The quicker you show them, the more powerful your story will be. Now, who will be on your list? Very, very simple. The first people that should be on your list is if, let's say, you were driving home, you get a flat tire, you go 1% battery on your phone. Who's the first 1 or 2 or 3 people that you would call that would come to your rescue, no questions asked? That's the first 2 or 3 people that I would put on the list. Then I would literally focus on, let's say, for example, you had achieved your goal that we set for your first 12 to 24 months, and you were at one of your bucket list destinations, and you were celebrating with your closest friends and family your achievement. and I gave you 10 free rooms, who's the 20 friends or family you would take with you on that holiday to celebrate an achievement that you were proud of? Who would you invite to your bachelorette party or your bachelor party? Who would you invite to your big birthday party that has a zero attached to it? These are the first people you should be showing, guys. So you have your destination, you have your game plan, which is your GPS, you put fuel in your car. Now the next step is to take it to a whole new level. Literally, as we finish this video, take a few minutes, okay? When you finalize your list and you book your next training, take a few minutes and just do a calling blitz or an invitation list and look at filling up your diary for the next 7 to 10 days so you can get off to a fast start. Guys, literally because of this platform, because of this vehicle and this powerful system that our company has put together, we have helped thousands and thousands and thousands of people make anything from a few extra $100 a month to pay off some bills and give them peace of mind, to thousands of dollars to tens of thousands of dollars in some unique cases on a monthly basis. Anything is possible, but because you've got this vehicle, it doesn't mean you're going to get to your destination unless you press on the gas and you push and drive your business. You deserve it. You're worth it. Plug into the system, follow this training. And just before we wrap things up, I want to share one more website with you that you can see here. It's called empowerinternational.biz. There's lots of cool trainings and support on here that you can go through. But if you literally click on new members training here, it will show you a fast start video. It will show you the download of the fast start sheet here. And you can click here and you can see the quick coach, which is making your list, you're inviting fundamentals, all the videos you need to watch in order to build this business effectively. These are also available on your Dream Trips app. So plenty of tools at your fingertips to make this business work for you. Enjoy your journey. It's worth it. And more importantly, enjoy making a living.